There were no constructions. It was just a rocky hill, which Romans used for crucifixion, with a garden and a burial cave nearby. So when Constantine built the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, he had to demolish part of the rock in order to fit the tomb inside the church. Over the past 17 centuries, the church was damaged many times by fires, wars, earthquakes, and a few occasional. The only evidence that this was indeed the burial bed of Jesus comes from historical records and traditions. Until 2016, when an archaeological team was given permission to lift the marble slate for the first time in centuries. When the slate was removed, to their astonishment, they found an older marble slab imprinted with a cross, and underneath it, the original limestone burial bed, dating back to the 1st century. The only evidence
In this video, we are going to do something unique. There have been so many changes to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre over the years that it is hard to picture how Calvary and the burial tomb of Christ would have looked in its original state. To better help you understand this place, we are going to take a trip back in time and show how it has developed from the beginning until now. Along the way, we will talk about the rich history that reveals why this site is indeed the authentic place where Christ was crucified, buried, and rose from the dead. We will also end with a special faith lesson of reflection. So sit back and enjoy this video that will include some animation to bring this site to life. Now, we have other videos that will show the details and places inside the church you might want to look at as well. So let's take a trip back in time. The place of Calvary was once a stone quarry that supplied stone for the building of the temple and so forth. During the time of Christ, there was a gate to Jerusalem called the Geneth Gate, which means Garden Gate. This gate has been discovered in recent times. It is in a little different location than the Jerusalem model shows, as the model was built before the gate was discovered. Josephus makes mention of this gate in his historical writings as well. Josephus was a Jewish historian during the time of Christ. There was a road that passed by the stone quarry for travelers entering and leaving Jerusalem. Because the quarry had fallen out of use for many years before Christ, it slowly developed into a garden and had a cistern and pool of water close by. Some of the rock was left, and upon it the Romans crucified people. Part of this rock can still be seen today in the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. This quarry place and garden was an ideal place because it was just outside the city and located on a well-traveled road. The Romans crucified people in the most visible places as possible, so all would learn what would happen to them if they disobeyed Roman laws. There were also tombs in the rock faces that were used for burials at this site. Now, Scripture states in John 19:20 that the place of crucifixion was near the city of Jerusalem. So this place fits the biblical narrative well. It says, "Therefore, many of the Jews read this inscription, for the place where Jesus was crucified was near the city." And it was written in Hebrew, Latin, and Greek. This is John 19:20. Substantial remains of the first wall have been found in the Jewish quarter of the old city today. In these latter excavations, the remains of the Gineth Gate, or Garden Gate, and the beginning of what is believed to be the second wall have been found, just where Josephus described them as being. The name Garden Gate indicates that a garden must have been located nearby the city. Excavations below the Church of the Holy Sepulchre and the Lutheran Church of the Redeemer show that this area used to be an ancient quarry, which was later abandoned. The excavators believe that the area was then filled with good soil, presumably to turn the ugly quarry remains into a beautiful garden. An additional area by the rock quarry became a cistern as the city developed. From the Gospel, this place was just outside the city on a well-traveled road. The crucifixion and tomb were nearby to one another. According to tradition, the early Christian community